Hey guys, this is AnAlbumCover coming at you with another game. This is a pro game between KiWiKaKi, the red Protoss, and then we have nadagast, the blue Terran. So I'm hoping I'm pronouncing those names right. I do in fact know a little bit about KiWiKaKi. I looked him up on TeamLiquid.net. Actually, I think it's Wikipedia Team Liquid or whatever. And he's a former Warcraft 3 player and didn't do a whole lot in the beta, but he's pretty good in StarCraft 2. So, and also he's from Canada, and Huck's from Canada. So KiWiKaKi's gotta be good. And then nadagast, he's got Nada in his name, and of course Nada is another good player. So I'm gonna say nadagast is pretty good too. So regardless, this is gonna be a good game. I found this, of course, on sc2replayed.com. Very interesting. I'm sorry, very useful to be able to sort through what you want and what they have. This game, I think, is only a few days old. So it should be the 1.1.2 patch, where of course you do have to build your supply depot before your barracks. Don't know if that was different than what nadagast normally does, but of course that is what he has to do. Got to go ahead and get a gas. So not anything too crazy at this point, because of course we can see KiWiKaKi getting his assimilator as well. But the reason why I searched for this game is because I've been having trouble with Protoss versus Terran here recently. I know the general consensus, and when I say general consensus, I mean the consensus of people on the internet, as far as TeamLiquid.net, and that's a pretty reputable source, is that Protoss have almost taken the place of Terran as being the overpowered race, and not as bad as Terran was, but they definitely have a lot of stuff going for them, and that's not actually why I decided to start playing Protoss. And that probe gets taken out. I just like the way that Protoss works, and so that's why I started playing Protoss. But yeah, regardless, they have been talking about Protoss is a bit strong. So generally, the general consensus is in the matchup of Terran versus Protoss, Protoss has got an advantage. However, I've been having problems with Banshee harass a lot, and never actually being able to completely hold that off, and then finally just dying to their normal army. So this SCV is able to juke this zealot, and it's going to get in here and it's going to see the cybernetics core, the one gate, and also this robotics facility. This is from both players. I would say pretty good building placement, because of course KiWiKaKi has formed this pretty much wall here on this side of his mineral line. So the only way you can get in that nadagast can get into his mineral line is of course this way. And so I assume though he's probably going to block that off here pretty soon as well. And also nadagast did build a factory just so he could probably build, I think, maybe a starport here coming up soon. I don't know. But actually, no, he's going to land this factory right in the corner of KiWiKaKi's base, and probably start pumping out some Hellions, yeah, because that's pretty much all he can make without any sort of tech lab. So, yeah, pretty bold move right here. And also, nadagast is going to move out with Marauder and 2 Marines. And if KiWiKaKi decides to try to expand, which it looks like he could, he does have around 400 minerals, then that could be big trouble. However, KiWiKaKi does have an immortal, and that's really what he's going to need, and he does throw down the expansion. Marauders do not have concussive shells. If we look at the top left, concussive shells are almost finished. Immortal really would be better placed possibly here at the top. However, that would allow this force to come around here and take some free shots at the Nexus. However, we do have one Hellion here made, and looks like nadagast is actually supply blocked. He does have another Hellion in the main, in his main mineral supply line, and we get one Stalker warped in, and that's pretty much going to be able to finish off this Hellion. Yeah, exactly, running into the corner, and then this Immortal comes and cleans that up. However, I don't think that KiWiKaKi knows about this factor. He knows something. Well, he thought something might be up. Maybe he thought that was some sort of a drop or what, I don't know, but we do have another Hellion coming on the way. And nadagast does, of course, have his own expansion up. It looks like, yeah, it's up ahead of everything else. So definitely he is not behind in the economy game. KiWiKaKi does have an observer over here. He sees what's going on. He sees the tech lab on the starport, so he knows there's probably going to be some Banshees here on the way. And if we just look here at KiWiKaKi, no, he still does not see this factor here. So this could really bite him in the butt if nadagast ever got anything such as maybe like a Thor in his main. Especially if he upgraded to that that strike, that 120mm striker or something like that, then he could really do some damage. However, the micro is not the best here on these Hellions, and they do go down. And so KiWiKaKi has to know that there is something going on here. And here comes a Banshee. However, it flies right over that pylon, so it is right there, and basically nadagast is not letting up the pressure whatsoever. He's using just a few units to harass, and of course the Banshee is going to fly right over this factory, and KiWiKaKi's probably face palming right now. Like, whoa, I can't believe I didn't see that. But regardless, this factory is probably going to be able to use to scout a little bit, because it does have just a buttload of points. No 3 probes in this gas yet, and we're going to see some Colossi here. We have 1 Phoenix at the moment, and that could be used to scout. However, there is this observer here, so possibly not be used to scout a whole lot, and really just going to be able to take care of this Banshee at this point. And that Banshee knows he's going to die because Phoenix are so fast and can move, of course, while they shoot. So he just sacrificed himself to get a few extra probe kills, and really that's not such a bad decision to do whatsoever. So now getting in some sentries. I think that KiWiKaKi's play is certainly a lot different than mine. I usually get sentries there pretty soon because I'm always worried about stem push up my front, but that is not the case for KiWiKaKi. And so nadagast is sacrificing his factory right now, and basically he's just seeing what sort of army composition that KiWiKaKi has, and he feels very comfortable moving out at this point, using a Banshee probably with his main army actually, and a medevac here on the way as well. So, but KiWiKaKi does see all of that with that observer. So right now he's going to try to come in here with this Banshee and do some little harass, try to misplace KiWiKaKi's army. However, these 2 Phoenix are going to be able to mop up that Banshee rather quickly, and that Banshee really is not able to do anything at this point. And some force fields right here, not the best, but the micro really of KiWiKaKi able to just pull up some of these Marauders, knows that the Marauders are going to be the tough point thing to deal with right now. And he just is able to pick those up. Actually, you can snipe off this medevac as well. So excellent control from KiWiKaKi there. Basically using all of his units' abilities. And let's check out his micro. Yeah, his micro is hovering around 170. So that is impressive. We're seeing a very late stem pack here at this point, which you know, has allowed nadagast to get out some extra units here and be a little bit more aggressive, as we've seen him putting on that pressure. But now he really needs upgrades like that, and so he's moving out to the Zelnaga Watchtower, and he's not going to actually be able to see this army of KiWiKaKi's just yet. However, KiWiKaKi knows exactly what's up. He sees everything with his observer, and actually, if nadagast does play his contract, he needs to get this second medevac up here. But he could be in good shape as far as getting this army. Definitely, this this Colossi needs to be sniped off, and it is. So, gonna fall back here, but definitely I think that nadagast did come out a little bit on top there. However, he has lost more, so I could completely be wrong. Oh, and we do see Nadagast is going to try to ninja an expansion up here. I think that's a cool term to use when you just kind of randomly expand to one of the other spawn points. And yeah, so that's pretty much what he's doing. I don't really know if Nadagast does know that there's an observer right here. That really has hurt him this entire game. It's just the eyes in the sky have been able to tell exactly what Nadagast is up to, and that is not good at all. We see KiWiKaKi going to go ahead and grab the gold. So the army size, it looks like that, yeah, with these Colossi and those few Immortals, we do see that the army of KiWiKaKi is definitely much bigger, and the supply count is a lot bigger. However, with that scan, Nadagast does see that there's a gold going down. So he's going to know he needs to do something here pretty quick. Getting out one tank. He is getting a Raven. Good for that detection there. And he does see this army. He's going to stem right now and try to run up some pretty good force fields by KiWiKaKi and going to force this army to come back. This tank actually is probably going to be taken out, though, however, as this Marauder is just able to go ahead and actually, no, that siege tank does escape. So this Raven is out. Depending on, there are quite a few of stalkers here. There are 7 stalkers in this army. A good point defense drone will really be able to help from this Raven. However, these Phoenix they do see this expansion and gonna try to come up here with his army. KiWiKaKi is, and gonna try to do as much as he can right now. There was one missile turret that did get put up there, so that is not very good at all. We're gonna see a major confrontation here between two armies. Really, there's just way too many stalkers. The army of KiWiKaKi is reaching that critical mass where it's just beastly. These Marauders are gonna try to do the best they can, but that Raven gets taken out. That is horrible news for Nadagast, trying to go up into actually his main at this point, and not even really being able to be concerned with the fact that his supply depots are actually being attacked at this point. He does have one tank sieged up, and he's trying his best to do his best with that one siege tank, but really it's only got one kill, being lifted up by the Phoenix as well, being forced to pull off SCVs. This is not a good position for Nadagast, and I really don't see what he can do at this point. This Colossus, 12 kills, 8 kills, 16 kills, 4 kills. Just these Colossi have really trying to even put up some supply depots. But these Colossi, spot this high ground and put it on the pressure. I really don't see what else that Nadagast is. This one Colossus with 4 HP does get taken down by these Stem Marauders. But really, I'm not sure that Nadagast is in a position where he's able to recover from this. So we do see a medevac here, going to try to drop on the high ground. Not sure that's really going to be enough, and we do see the GG from Nadagast. So yeah, a very interesting game. Let me know what you think about as far as the things I use to hide the timers. They're just like random tidbits and stuff I find on the internet. So let me know if you think that's a good thing to have up there, or if you don't like it, or if you think I don't need anything, or if you would like to see something else cover that up. So let me know that, and send me your games at AnAlbumCoverSCII@gmail.com, and I would love to see them. AnAlbumCover, sign off.